Ladies and gentlemen, Tessa Calder is here today to speak with you all and to share her story of her cancer experience. Tessa is an accomplished, beautiful, fearless and intelligent young woman who at just 21 years of age has the whole world at her feet. She has a fierce determination that will take her to great heights. We were talking about it about 10 minutes ago. She exudes the most kind and calming energy you could ever wish to be around. She joins us today after finishing her third round of chemotherapy only earlier this week. Do you please make Tessa very welcome and with a great round of applause for this very fine young Australian.
So when the team at Sony first asked me to speak today, I didn't really have anything prepared. But I'd written something a little while ago, just a few thoughts jumbled together. It was never really intended to be read aloud, and definitely not to this many people. But I thought I might share it with you today. It's called This Lucky Life. I want to start by clarifying that there's nothing lucky about getting brain cancer. It sucks, but that's not what this is about. I'm the first to admit that it took me a while to shake the why me mentality. But this isn't about my own struggles or dark days. It's about perspective and the unexpected silver linings that I've stumbled upon. Please bear with the cliche while I explain. Before all of this happened, I was no stranger to hospitals. As medical students, we'd trot around the wards, following consultants, wondering if we'll ever squeeze that much knowledge into our already exploding heads. But becoming the patient taught me so much more than any lecture ever could. It made me realize that you can never underestimate the power of family, or the power of housemates who bring you an esky full of home-cooked meals when you just can't stomach the hospital food anymore. Of course, you can never underestimate your fellow patients. A woman from the spinal ward once wheeled up to me after I'd vomited in the physio gym. She told me I'd be walking again in no time. I looked down at her legs and I knew that I couldn't say the same for her. But we both smiled. And then there's the 3-year-old with terminal leukemia. The trunk of his new toy elephant just got stuck in his nose, and his little bald head is bobbing about in an uncontrollable fit of giggles. But he doesn't know yet that he'll never get to grow old and raise a family of his own. Finally, the first and only hospital roommate I've ever had who's been my own age, maybe even my own decade. We'd critique each other's hairstyles, or in my case, lack thereof, and we'd laugh about the ridiculousness of a world in which Kanye West thinks he can run for president. I'm sorry to any Kanye West fans out there. She blew me away with her resilience, even as she got sicker and sicker. And I just wish that she could still be here today to see all of this love and support. It's pretty hard not to feel like the lucky one when you meet people like this. I think what I'm trying to say is that sometimes other people's stories have this intense power of putting our own struggles into harsh perspective. We need to share our stories. I can't begin to tell you how much it means to share them with patients your own age. So instead of asking, why me, I want to say thank you. Thank you to the taxi driver who told me not to be afraid of cancer. He said, "It's afraid of you." Thank you to the nurses who let me play my iPod through the speakers at radiotherapy and put up with far too many cheesy Disney songs. Thank you to that friend who gave me a fridge magnet that says, "I can and I will, watch me." And thank you for being here, for listening to my story, and for supporting this great cause. If I can become half the doctor that my team of neurosurgeons, oncologists, hematologists, palliative care and rehab physicians are, I'll be over the moon. No one really knows exactly how well my treatment will work, but unlike too many in this confusing, unfair, yet beautiful world, I have a chance. I owe it to those who don't to make the most of it. Carpe diem, right?